Okay, today I'm going to be working on fun DIY tape light projects, and I'm going to tell you step by step how you can use this product to pretty much enhance anything in your house or make something completely unique. Okay, the first step to this project is you're going to want to go to your local Walmart and pick up a Mainstays color changing tape light with remote kit. And this is what the package will look like. It shows the tape light right there. You have your multicolored remote right here, hardware on the bottom. And when you get it, you're going to want to cut the tape holding the lid on, which I have already done to save time. So, first thing you see is your remote. And the buttons feel real nice. The remote doesn't seem really flimsy or anything. It's got the protective film over the front. You'd want to peel that off. And you want to pull this out, which will then connect your battery. So pull the battery tab out. The next thing you're going to get out of your package is the AC adapter, which cuts the voltage down to the necessary 12 volts DC that the LEDs run on. Set that aside. You should also have a receiver, which you will notice it has, a plug for the AC adapter, a plug to plug in your light strip, which is right here, little 4-wire plug. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to line up the arrows. There's little arrows on the plugs. Make sure you don't have them backwards, or, well, I don't know what would happen. So I hope you wouldn't fry it. But line up the arrows. Now this might look kind of weird to you. This is not another plug. This is actually your infrared receiver. So you would point the remote at this. Don't point it at the box. You don't point it at the lights. You want to point it at the receiver. So put this somewhere where you know to click at it and point at it. So it shows you your basic hookup and everything. Now on to the lights themselves. I gotta give them a wiggle because the packaging has this lip. I'm going to set this aside. And now you'll notice everything's covered in saran wrap. You're going to want to peel that down if you're wanting to play with it like on the bench or something. You take it and you will plug in arrows pointing together. Then plug in your AC adapter. And then plug it in just like that. And it should pop on automatically right out of the package and go into a just a demo mode, or sometimes they'll just turn on white. Just for the interest of accuracy, I'm going to keep the IR facing me. Grab my remote. This is another remote, but they all work the same. And you can push any color you want. You can push red, green, blue, or any of these in-between colors, which are just different variations of like red, and then it just gets progressively lighter, green, progressively lighter, all the way to white. You got blue, and it goes through purple all the way to hot pink. Then you have just the white button. You have smooth. I don't know why they call it that, because it would give anybody a seizure, in my opinion. You have fade, which it just kind of pulsates the color you selected. Strobe is just another just flashing in your face. And then they have flash, which just kind of goes randomly in between a few different colors. But what I noticed on this is if you double click smooth, you point it, click it, and then click it again, it will slowly transition through all, well, the top colors anyway, through the top 4. So, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, without having to open this package, I have another strip, and you will notice when looking at the light strip, let me point my light down, you have these little points where you have 4 solder joints with a line through it, and it says 12 volt, GR, and B. Now what this is an area where you can cut the strip. Yeah, you can cut it every 6 inches. There's an opportunity to cut it. But that's not it. That's not all. Now if you cut it, the rest of the strand will keep running, but this side will go out obviously. So you would cut it right at that dotted line. Bam. And you would keep this for extra. Now, that's not the end of this piece. Don't just throw it away. You can still do a lot of cool stuff with this. You can peel back the adhesive strip a little bit and kind of rub the sticky stuff away. You see 4 ready to go solder points, starting with 12 volt, which will be right here at the bottom. So you could literally just go ahead, take your soldering iron, get it heating up. You have to love that buzz. You can just put a little bit of solder right there. And let's say if you have some old small wiring laying around, maybe from an AC adapter, you can just go ahead and hook one of the wires right up to it. I highly recommend a soldering gun. This thing is just freaking awesome. Now, I already have this wire hooked up to 12 volts DC. I have a 12 volt, 12 amp battery on the workbench. And what I'm going to show you now is now we're hooked up to the terminal that says 12 volts. All the way to the right here. Now if I go through the sequence of touching the other wires here, I should start with blue. Then it should go to red. Obviously once you solder it, it will stay on. And then you have green. So, all you have to do is if you have like a 4-wheeler or a pocket bike or even your car, if you have a 12 volt outlet, use some of this. Anywhere you can find 12 volts hot, you can hook this up. So, I kind of like the blue myself, so I'm going to go ahead and hook it up just permanently. So, we're going to go ahead, put it back in my little clamp here. Get it all heated up. I love that those are already pre-tinned as well. And then I just bring the hot soldering iron over and connect it. Now I have a fully functioning blue LED light strip that now has the 3M adhesive on the back. Still usable. Stick it on something, it's ready to go. That's pretty cool. Okay, now these are a couple of the other projects I have worked on today. I made a burnt wood cross that has a really nice grain in it, which you can't see unless I turn this off, so really nice, deep, shiny grain. It almost looks like a rose in the middle, which is my favorite part. And naturally, there's the power glove, which we all knew this would happen. So, it now has pulsating lights, which in my opinion, the blue is probably one of the cooler colors for it. Either that or super 90s pink. Hopefully this video has inspired someone to go out there and make something. So if you actually go out there and pick up a package of tape light and you make something cool, let me know. I'd love to see it. But anyway, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching and have a great day.